Good morning, listener. This is Bread and Wine Devotional. Bread and Wine Devotional is a publication of Pastor Simeon Afolabi, the serving overseer of First Love Assembly. The topic today is Faith is Obedience. I take my reading from Genesis 22 verse 8. It says, "And Abraham said, My son, God will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering." So the two of them went together. About the most famous aspect of faith that people love to talk about is that which leads to conquest and possession. No doubt, taking the mountains and doing exploits cannot be discounted in the school of faith. However, this is just a part of the picture. In Hebrews 11, where we are introduced to men and women of faith, there are three categories of faith that can be discerned. The first one has already been mentioned: faith for exploit. And what more shall I say? For the time will fail me to tell of Gideon and Barak and Samson and Jephthah, also of David and Samuel and the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms, worked righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, became valiant in battle, turned to flight the armies of the aliens. Women received their dead raised to life again. Hebrews chapter 11 verses 32 to 35. The second aspect of faith covers what we forfeit as opposed to gaining. Moses was an example of this. By faith, Moses, when he became of age, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 24. The third and final aspect of faith is what our text is focusing on. It is obeying God even when we don't have the full picture. God demanded that Abraham should sacrifice his son. He went out to obey without knowing how things would end. Faith does not mean having the full picture of issue at hand. It means obeying God with our little steps within the limits of present light, while trusting Him to fix the rest.
Further study Hebrews chapter 11 from verse 1 to 8.
The prayer today is, Father, help me to prove my faith in You through continuous obedience. May the Lord help you to prove your faith in Him through continuous obedience in the name of Jesus.